Hello, kids.
Hello, kids. We're back again.
Back again.
And we're reading Mr. Scary.
Little Miss Scary, aren't we? And you've been putting this one off, haven't you, for a long time? But we said we're going to read it tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, and Mummy didn't get me strawberry malwam.
You didn't get a strawberry marwam?
No, Mummy didn't. Oh, yeah, I see the scary bit.
What's the scary bit?
Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Look.
Dun dun dun. Look at him.
Let's read this one first.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on. Right. Don't be scared. We're all together, aren't we?
Yeah.
No need to be
There's
scared.
an eyeball.
Where's that eyeball?
Ah,
Oh, yeah. I see it.
it's a scary one.
It's not. Little Miss Scary by Roger Hargreaves. Are you sitting comfortably?
No.
Are you on your bed or are you watching us downstairs?
I'm cold.
What are they doing, are you?
Yeah, I'm cold.
You're cold?
Yeah.
Why are you cold? You've got a vest on. You've got your socky doos on, haven't you? You shouldn't be cold. Are you cold? No,
They are.
they're not.
I haven't got any clothes on. They're naked.
Are they naked?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I had a shower.
They've had a shower? How do you know?
And they're naked.
You seen them?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're naked.
they're
You're
naked. You're naked.
Mamas and Jemamas
Are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pyjamas are chasing teddy bears, aren't they?
Yeah.
Little Miss Scary lived near the top of a mountain in a house
Try
called...
show them.
Spooky cottage. When it was dark, she would creep in.
Bumpy.
When it was dark, she would creep into the valley below, making sure that nobody saw her. And there she would wait very quietly until somebody came along.
It's little and scary.
And when that somebody did, she would tiptoe up behind them and open her mouth wide. And she would shout, "Boo!"
Oh, you scared me.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Boo. And do you know why Little Miss Scary did this? Just for fun.
Naughty. He's naughty, isn't he?
Well, it's a little miss, so she's naughty. You see, she loved to scare people more than anything else in the world.
Well, Little Miss Scary, you're bad and rude. 'Cause you scared me. And you got...
And she was very good at it.
She wasn't good.
She scared them stiff. Boo! Look at him. Look at his tongue. Let's see your tongue. She scared them out of their wits. Boo! She was holding a spider. Look, on a stick.
I don't like big spiders or big spiders. I just like little ones.
The little one.
But if there doesn't,
Don't pick your nose.
if spiders doesn't bite small ones,
No.
I will hold them if they wouldn't bite.
Okay. No, the
Kind.
spiders in our country, darling, they won't bite you. Okay? Only the other ones in different countries, like Australia. They've got big spiders. Bird-eating spiders.
I don't like real spiders.
You don't have to like real spiders, darling. There aren't any in this house, are there? So you're nice and safe.
I just like sharks. I just like kind sharks.
Kind sharks.
If they doesn't bite.
Well, you see, sharks are more dangerous than spiders, really. Aren't they? Where do sharks live?
Sea.
In the sea.
In the cold sea.
In the cold sea. And the warm sea.
Yeah, and whales live in hot sea.
The big whales, yes. She even scared them right out of their socks. Boo! Oh, that looks a bit like Mr. Jelly. I don't think there is a Mr. Jelly, is there?
No.
He looks like a bit of jelly. Maybe it's because he's scared. Looks like jelly.
I like jelly.
Do you? What's your favourite? Do you like jelly? You don't?
My.
No.
Ice cream and fruit, chocolate, cupcakes, cake, strawberries, chocolate, and what else did I say?
I've no idea, darling. Malwams.
Melons and apples. That's it.
Thank you. Did you know about a week ago Mr. Nosy went to see his friend? It was Mr. Jelly. Mr. Jelly. Hang on a minute. Have we read this? We haven't, have we? Stop picking your nose. Mr. Nosy was... Stop it. Mr. No...
It was on that pile, wasn't it?
Mr. Nosy was worried because he hadn't heard from him.
Daddy, let me have a story, please.
No, I want to read it. He hasn't heard from him in ages. When he got to Mr. Jelly's house, he knocked the door. Like that. Did you hear it? Look, there he goes. Spookily, the door swung open by itself. Hello, called Mr. Nosy.
Hi!
Which for you or me was rather a bit of a shout, really. Then he heard a chattering noise coming from the bedroom. We're in the bedroom, aren't we? Mr. Noisy found Mr. Jelly hiding under his bed and his teeth chattering in fear. Chattering teeth.
Can I see?
Whatever's the matter? Began Mr. Nosy, and then remembered himself. Whatever's the matter, Mr. Jelly? A little scary, chattered Mr. Jelly, trembling in fear. She keeps jumping out and shouting boo at me. Mr. Nosy made Mr. Jelly a cup of tea to calm him down. Told him what they were going to do. Just as it was getting dark, they hid behind a bush beside the lane that led up to Mr. Jelly's house. They waited until they saw little Miss Scary. They waited until they saw little Miss Scary's shadowy figure creeping past them. What do you think they were going to do, Amber?
Boo.
Yes. Then Mr. Noisy and Mr. Jelly crept out from their hiding place, tiptoed up behind little Miss
Don't
Scary.
say boo. It will scare me. Just say it whisper.
At the tops of their
Say
voice,
it whisper.
they shouted,
Kid.
You like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now, the top of Mr. Nosy's voice is a very loud place indeed. Mr. Noisy's? Did I say nosy? I meant noisy. So loud that little Miss Scary leapt 5 feet in the air. And when she came...
That is like a cat.
And when it was...
Wow. That is like a cat screaming at meals.
And when she... And when she came down, she ran for her life. She didn't stop running until she was hiding under her bed.
Oh.
In her bedroom in Spooky Cottage at the top of the mountain. I don't think you're going to be seeing much of her for a long while, Mr. Jelly chuckled with Mr. Noisy. Mr. Jelly? Mr. Jelly! But there was no sign of Mr. Jelly either. Mr. Noisy chuckled again and walked back to Mr. Jelly's house to have a look under Mr. Jelly's bed. I bet Mr. Jelly is hiding, chattering with his teeth, shivering and shaking under the bed. Don't you? And now it's time to say goodnight. And we do not need to be scared of anything because there are no spiders in this house. And you're going to be safe in your bed, aren't you?